The following editor is playing a game today.
Hi, this is Justin Parnell Edits, where he is going to be playing, where I'm going to be playing, Hitman Blood Money. And if you remember in the last episode, we did Death of a Showman. And right after the mission, it drops you in 47's current hideout, which is located somewhere that I don't really know. But at the end of every mission, if we collect the guns or anything we find in any missions, they will show up here. As of now, we only have our default weapons, which is the sniper rifle, the M4, a shotgun, an SMG with no stock, and our handy dandy handgun. No, not that. And I'm just gonna walk around, and our hideout's not that big. We can shoot at the rats, who will die, but it's clear that I have terrible aim. Oh boy, there we go. I didn't get it. There we go. It only took one shot, trust me. And we could do a bit of target practice here, which I clearly need. Most of our default weapons can be upgraded at many times in this game. I know a bit of an optimal way to do it, and the better way is to just upgrade them, get the highest amount of upgrades later. So most of the time we probably won't be even using some of these guns, but if you have a certain interest in me using some of these guns, I will try to do some of these missions using some of these guns. He has a little canary. I don't know its name, but 47 feels very affectionate towards it. Now, let's escape this area and move on to the next mission.
Yeah,
Rick Henderson, first edition.
he's expecting you. This way.
Rick Henderson. I've been looking forward to this.
As have I, Mr. Alexander.
Don't let's stand on ceremony. Call me Jack.
Rick.
Make yourself comfortable, Rick. I'll be right with you. I admire your work. Real journalism.
Thanks. I thought we'd start with your thoughts on the White House attack, then discuss your tenure as director of the FBI, post-retirement reflections, whatever, and...
Rick.
Or if you want to sound off on politics.
Rick. My apologies. This interview about me is just a cover for a more sensitive story. I'm sorry to have lured you here under false pretenses, but I couldn't risk a leak.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't worry. It's the scoop of the century.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that.
Listen, please. It begins with a little incident at a vineyard in Chile that caught my eye some time ago. This was a family business. Fernando Delgado and his son Manuel. Well-liked, hard-working men. Have a look at the folder.
Hello, 47. Your next target's in Chile. His name is Fernando Delgado. Used to be a colonel in Pinochet's intelligence service. Now he's running a cocaine factory under cover of a vineyard. Satellite imaging suggests the lab is underground. Fernando's son Manuel is on the coke trade, so to make it look like a drug hit, you'll have to take him out too. We'll get you in with a pensioners club from Santiago for the big celebrity unveiling of Delgado's new wine label, named for 80s B action star Rex Stanton. There'll be at least one TV crew on hand, so keep an eye on them and their cameras. Delgado's got a seaplane, and that may be your best way to get out in a pinch.
So, how these missions always start is we have our beautiful, lovely voice, Diana, telling us exactly what we're supposed to be doing here. And what we're supposed to be doing here is taking down... They give us a bit of background information about these two targets. Feel free to pause if you want to read them. Pause and take a look at it. as we do that, I have to go and select my equipment, which right now, I really don't know what I'm going to be taking here. So typically, I always go with the hardballers, my favorite silver baller plus pistol. It's an amazing weapon. It does exactly what it needs to do. You point and they're not there anymore. Right now, in terms of upgrades, I am going to buy the painkillers because that's extra health in case we take damage. Though maybe I'll survive without it. We'll get the improved lockpicking then, and we're gonna save our money, which we'll get to the stats properly as we go through this level. With that in mind, let's just jump right into the mission, which is called a vintage year. And the cutscenes you see here, if people have picked up, got caught up by a cutscene. Now, if people haven't picked up on it already, we have a present day versus past situation. So these are events. If you guys didn't notice the little profile opening in the last episode, you noticed that there's a bunch of people at a funeral. But whose funeral is it? We shall find out later in the game. But he's definitely not following him. But what we need to do is sneak around here and get this guy's outfit. He has a nice shotgun that I want, and I plan to take it. And we're going to try to be as non-lethal as possible. It's a bit difficult, but somebody has to try, right? We all have to try to be non-lethal. And we are going to go and take our little syringe here. Put it away, just in case. Get up nice and close, and jab his neck! Go to sleep now. Well, I did nothing bad to him. And I can hide his body. So let's take his shotgun and his suit. And let's just proceed to hide the body. Because if this body is discovered and his clothes are taken, people are going to be very upset with what they find. I think there's a crate here I can hide him in. If I remember correctly. This may be the first mission in the game, but I actually don't like this mission. Oh. Alright, you got stuck at the door. Get in! But what we're going to do is we're going to put him in this crate before his guard friend shows up. We're going to dispose of him in here. Because, you know, he needs a nap. He's very tired. He works long hours, and I just took his clothes. And I'd be very upset too if I found out some bald man with a barcode for a tattoo on his head knocked me out and threw me in a box too. And we're going to take this shotgun and store it. So that means I don't need to worry about escaping with it. It's just going to show up later in my hideout. And in my inventory should I want to take a shotgun that isn't part of my regular equipment. But we're going to go through here. And what we have is a wine tour going on. We got some guests sipping some wine. We got a security guard. We got our target, Manuel. But we're not going to just kill him right away. We have to do this properly. And these people are just really looking at me suspiciously. And I feel a sneeze coming my way. Excuse me. That camera is very dangerous, by the way. Because if we get caught on camera, that will affect our score. So we're just going to walk in here, which is the security guard's office. And let's take a look around what they have in here. I will be checking my map periodically, just to see where guards are and such like that. In any other difficulty, they will take some things away. They might not even tell you where some of the guards are located, or some of the hidden things. Just to give the players a proper challenge. There's a sleeping guard here, there's a door here, and we're gonna go through there. What's this outfit? Oh, it's a security guard's outfit, which we already have right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill Dad first, before we kill young Manuel, because Manuel is a bit hard to target in these instances, and even when I do try to kill him, well, let's just say I have a tough time killing him. The Dad, easiest kill in the game. One of the easier kills in the game. You just sneak up into his room and you just give him a nice hug. Let's see how we're gonna do that. We can climb that pole if we wanted to, but that's a bit too obvious. There is a fence we can jump over. There's another pole we can climb. We can climb up through the back, but we could get in trouble for that. There's also a fence we can climb too. There's several ways to go about this, and what I like about Hitman Blood Money in particular, and the future Hitman games, excluding Absolution, which it's okay story, but don't really like the linear style gameplay is that they give you as much things as you can do to make this game as replayable as possible. And I'm kind of just meandering around, trying to pick my ways to go, but I have my way to go, which is to go through here, and let's go on a wine tour. Let's go on a wine tour. The security, oh, I guess I can't do what I do. If the security guard wasn't here, I'd place a bomb here, hide behind there, and if Manuel decides to sneak in for a little snacky snack with these drugs, well, we can deal with that. Now, another cool tidbit, I don't know what button it is. If we go here,
Your next target's in Chile.
if we want
His
some,
name is Fernando
yeah,
Delgado.
if we
Used
want
to be a
ideas, we
colonel
can buy
in Pinochet's
intel that gives us a bit of
intelligence
information of what we
Now
can
he's
do
running
to
a
help us
cocaine
out.
factory
It gives you
on the
little
cover of a
nods and
vineyard.
hints of what you could do to
Satellite
approach
imaging
targets.
suggests the
But
lab
it's
is
entirely up
underground.
to you. We have this thing
Fernando's
called
son
notoriety.
Manuel is on the coke trade.
Notoriety does is if you say get a few witnesses that seen you do your very dubious things of auditing these people, it gets easier to recognize you in the missions. Say this person here I didn't kill, but he saw me try to knock him out, he would report that to the police, and they'd be like, hey, this is what this guy looks like. The higher it is, the more likely you're going to be spotted by security. Keep that in mind if you decide to play this game. But what we're going to do now is we're going to walk around, walk past the wine tour, give us some time to figure things out, and we're going to go through this room here. And once we're through this room, we're going to grab a disguise, an engineer's disguise, because once we do, we have a means of infiltrating the rest of this base. Well, too many guards. Again, this is not my favorite level in the game. It's kind of just go up, kill guy, do thingy. Which is pretty much all these missions, but some of these guys don't have very creative ways of being killed. It's just how you get to the kill. And we're going to grab this little worker's outfit, which now gives us access to the rest of this facility. And what we need to figure out is what we're gonna do here. Hey there, Billy. I think his name is Billy. And we are going to take this, where is it? We're gonna walk past this obvious sugar lab to go to this elevator, where we're gonna get another disguise. I am trying to attempt Silent Assassin. I'm probably not gonna do it, but we shall see if we get Silent Assassin, which is the highest ranking you can get in this game, where you only kill the target, and the target only, and you kill nobody else, and you don't get caught doing it. This elevator is taking its time to get up. One of the more easier ways is to try kill the target without you having to kill the target, which is, say, there's a nice chandelier, you put your bomb there, you blow it up, and if the target happens to be under it, it doesn't count as you killing them. It counts, well, it does count as you killing them, but it looked accidental, so nobody will suspect that it was you. The beauty of 47 is that he never gets caught at what he does. Alright, we need a disguise here, and from what I remember, there's a guard sleeping behind there, to which we can take his outfit. If we get that guard's outfit, we can go anywhere. His buddy, bless him, keeps following me. Now, I just need his buddy to turn around, and him to look the other way, and then I can take his outfit. Or I could find other means. And I'm kind of just showcasing the area at this point, because I figured you guys need a bit of a tour here. Like, this is a very nice country. Who has a secret tunnel for a plane to come in? This is some very expensive Chilean hideout you got here. How did I get caught? Did I get caught? Who caught me? I don't understand what I did. If I start getting shot at, hey man, you know when I got caught? I haven't really done anything yet. If anybody knows why this is happening, please let me know in the comments, because oh my gosh, I didn't think I'd get caught here. I normally don't. Heck, I wasn't even going to the illegal thing. In this costume, in this disguise, you can pretty much go anywhere except the house. Only the armed guards, the military-looking guards can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through here and say hello to our buddy, who's not our buddy. And so the best way to do this is let this engineer walk by. There's no other engineers nearby, and we need to climb up this pole. Now we need to make sure this guy doesn't spot us. If he spots us, we're in deep, deep trouble. We're gonna climb up this pole. And while we climb up this pole, there's gonna be a window nearby. Can't see us. Can't see us. Here we climb through this window, and there should be a man. We don't see him now, We're gonna wait here for a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for our target. He loves to play the cello. And what we're gonna do is we are going to strangle him as soon as we find out, as soon as he gets in there. I don't know why it's red though, that could be a bug. Alright, you wanna kill this guy as he's playing his cello. And now he is knocked out and fast asleep. He's a little bit tuckered out from playing the cello. It gets very exhausting to play the cello. The cello is a very heavy instrument. So climb out of here. Oh no, we climb back in. We climb out of here. And we jump down this side so the guy doesn't see us. We hurt ourselves doing this, but it's okay. Part of most of the missions I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and retrieve my suit, because you get a score at the end of this game, and depending on your score determines the amount of money you get for upgrades later. And if I lose my suit, that's a net negative on me. I think it's $40,000 for a suit, or $4,000. I'm not too sure, but we're going to do this in our suit. And maybe it might stop the suspicious people going, hey, what's wrong? I'm a little bit nervous with this suspicious music. So it's not really changing anything. Again, I believe it's just a bug. And the problem with this bug is I don't know if I'm caught or not. Because nobody has really seen me from what you can tell, guys. So we're gonna go through here, and hello lady, I'm not into you. I'm a nice man walking through Chile in this very black suit. We go through this door, and we're gonna wait for this guard and several others to walk on by, because there is a method to taking out Manuel. It requires a lot of patience. I could walk in there and kill him right now, but there would be nowhere to hide him, and they'll find his body. And that guard, very good at his job. The good opportunity would be here, but people would see it and they would hear it. The guard below, this guard would definitely see it. Okay. I'm on the wine tour. Oh, I didn't realize this guard would be mad if you don't go on the wine tour. This is... I don't know what's happening. Alright. I really don't know what's happening here. I believe it could be a bug. I think it's a bug. I'm a little flabbergasted. This has never happened to me before. I thought you could always walk into this 47. Guess I was wrong. Let's grab our engineering outfit. People won't be too mad if I got the engineering outfit. It's probably because of the suit. They probably don't like my suit. So let's grab our little disguise and let's see what we can do from here. Plus, I've never really had any complications doing this before. See, I'm wearing a mask so I don't sneeze on anybody. Hello, Manuel. You might recognize me. I was a bald guy earlier, but now I have a mask. And I need this guard to go away. This guard is eventually gonna go away. I think he will. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to figure out another way to kill Manuel. I believe I can get like security tape at the over there. You can steal videotapes if to delete evidence and such. Guard, you're really trying my patience shit. Fine, I'm gonna just push him down a flight of stairs, and if he dies, it's your fucking fault. In this game where I have to be patient about who I kill. I could have killed him with the barrel there and the bomb, but the car was just taking too long, so I'm just gonna leave. Thank you, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. I believe I might have had a witness from this because of that, but I think it should be okay. Alright, let's try and escape this mission, because escaping is also part of the mission. If you don't escape, you're gonna have to do this all over again. However, this game does allow me to save, but I try to do this without saving. Let's escape this very nice, vintage-looking Chilean, what's it called? Winery. I think it's called winery? Yes. Winery, vineyards. I called it a vineyard. Why did I call it a winery? This guard's not going to be too fussed about me being here. As long as I'm around the premises, he won't be too mad. Gotta not get caught, that's all. And then I gotta run down here in our little secret pathway down the mountain. We just gotta hope our engineer friend downstairs does not see us, which I'm gonna check the map for. He is still there, and I hope our guard friend doesn't get too mad. Otherwise, we're gonna get some witnesses, and he's not gonna be too happy. I'm not gonna be too happy if I get caught. I've never done silent assassin on this. I'm probably not because I got stopped. I have, how many syringes I have? I have 2. 1 second. Yeah, Delgado is dead. Oh no, what's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. This guy has been on a smoke break for far too long. And you know, I don't like it when people just skip out on work. They will syringe you to knock them out in the morning. You are knockout. We're dead. There's a body been found and I haven't been told to leave. So this is fine. This is the only kill we're gonna get in the game. Oh god, this has all gone wrong. Excuse me, sir. You're not supposed to be here. This is a restricted area. I'm gonna need to, oh my god, pacify you some way. Oh, it's all going wrong. Let's go to sleep. Permanently. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! You just have to take your smoke break now. Oh my gosh, you're gonna find all your friends dead. I do like a hammer though. Give me your hammer. Oh, I already got a hammer. Goodbye, I'm taking your plane. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now, everybody. I've escaped. That's what I call a successful escape. I got one witness. That's not good. It must have been the guy that told me to walk away. Or maybe the one I don't know who my witness is. Okay, let's continue. So we killed a total of 3 people. No shots were fired. 1 accident. The accident that they referred to is the guy that we found dead on the cello, Manuel. No, the other one. So we continue, and we got contract killer. We made very minimal noise, and we were pretty violent. So it's a decent ranking, but we did get a witness. Damage control refers to, say, if I missed a shot, or like I shot things into the wall. That's them dealing with witnesses. See, there's a price for losing our suit. I could upload this, but I don't know if this is where it's gonna go. This game came out 2004, guys. So we're gonna hit continue, and because we did get a civilian there, we are gonna get notoriety. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bribe the civilian, so that they didn't see us. But now let's check our official ranking on the newspaper. Once again, similar to the last episode, I'm going to hover over some of these news stories. If you want to pause them, feel free. So we have this one, Tosca. For spoilers for people who played, this is probably a potential area we're going to go to later, maybe next episode. Who knows? I do, and some people do, but who knows? This is a travel advisory about avoiding Chile at all times because of a suspected death, probably related to the person we killed. Feel free to pause and take a look at this. And then I'm gonna move on to ski and fun. Apparently our target really loves skiing in the Andes and such like that, but that could also be a future place we could go to. This one discusses about the presidential campaign that's going on, and looks like Frank Morgan. Some of these guys probably won't be getting votes, but the main focus is Frank Morgan and Tom Stewart. You can feel free to pause to read this. And we have the Mouth of Hell. That zoomed out so people can read that. You can pause to read about the community that mourns. I don't know what it says in Spanish. I could try to put a translation, but if people know what that says in this little subheading here, please do tell me. I would like to know. And up here, it's probably the same thing, but please do tell me. I would love to know what El Congreso aprueba equivocación con los parados cobraron. Sorry for butchering that. I do not speak Spanish. I do apologize for trying. I am going to read our mission report. Contract killer, wanted by police. Fernando Delgado, killed. Police suspect blood money is involved. Colchagia Wine Valley, 29th of February, 2004. Local police confirmed that this morning that wine producer Fernando Delgado and his son Manuel Delgado were killed at the Colchagua Valley vineyard yesterday. Senor Delgado and Delgado Jr. were believed to be the victims in a violent episode that caused 1 additional death. The other victim was an innocent bystander who just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Investigators suggest that some sort of strangulation device was used for the majority of the deaths, possibly fiber wire. The victim was found dead in mysterious circumstances. Forensic scientists are now working to determine the cause of death was natural or foul play. Local police are at the moment questioning a witness that escaped the scene alive. The witness describes the perpetrator as a chameleon because the person was caught trying to enter a restricted area wearing a disguise. Police have no information about the killer's appearance, but they are pretty sure it's a male. Fernando Salvador Delgado was one of Chile's most respected vintners. with an international reputation for excellence. His wines have won competitions around the world. He was also an accomplished cellist, though he seldom performed in public. Guests at his private parties were frequently entertained by his cello playing. He composed many pieces himself. One such composition, the oddly named Ode to a Scream, was actually performed by a National Symphony Orchestra at the summer concert in 1994 and received favorable reviews from critics. The retired colonel was also a collector of rare butterflies, describing his interests as a natural extension of his fascination with all that is beautiful, delicate, gentle, and quiet. They call the study of butterflies, I'm going to try and say this, lepidopterology. I think I said that right. Please tell me if I didn't, and feel free to joke about it. The colonel once joked in an interview, "That's enough to scare anyone away from butterflies for good. One must be careful. One calls things." Thousands of men and women whose own lives were enriched by his generous, humble, and deeply spiritual colonel feel his loss acutely. There is a sense in this small community that something vital has been lost. And you might not see this note here because we got caught, but there's a little subheading that mentions how terrible his wine actually was. And I would like to thank you for watching this episode of Hitman Blood Money, and I will be seeing you in the next episode of this. And if there's a cutscene, I'm just gonna let it play silently before we jump into the next video. See you, folks. I said folks 3 times.